And welcome back to the Kingdom Academy. It is Monday and another version of the Awakening Insights. And today I was thinking about a conversation that I had a few weeks ago with a friend, and we were talking about luck. And I asked the question, like, what is luck? And it was actually in a group of people, and everybody kind of gave their answers about this and that and what they thought it was. And I finally kind of jumped in and I said, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Now, as I thought about that for a little while, I thought we are about to go through a tremendous change, a tsunami, basically, of change that is about to happen in our lifetime. And that is the AI tsunami that is coming. There is a tremendous amount of change that is about to take place because of artificial intelligence. And I was thinking about that. If luck is when preparation meets opportunity, my question to the group that I was speaking to was, what are you doing to prepare yourself? What are the skills that you are adding to your resume or adding to your skills or becoming better at? What are you learning to become a better leader or to be more competent at your job? What are the things that are coming so that you are prepared for the change that is about to take place? What are you doing to change yourself so that you are prepared for when the opportunity presents itself to you? Will you be ready? Will you be lucky? Now, 20 years ago, I moved to New Orleans. It seems like a long time ago. But 20 years ago, I moved here and I learned a new phrase. I never heard it before. And so a lot of you probably have seen this or said it yourself or been around people that use it all the time. And so what is that phrase? It is, you know how to finish it. It is what it is. And I've heard that for so long from so many people over and over and over. It just is what it is. It is what it is. And what I learned was that this is just another way of saying this is just kind of how we've always done it. This is how it's always been, or this is, how it's, we've never changed anything, so why change now? Why change when I can just complain? It is what it is. Why would I want to change when I can just sit here and just look at it and be sarcastic or, be cynical or just complain about something? This is just the way we've always done it. This is called apathy, my friends. This path leads nowhere. It is a terrible path to follow. It is a terrible mindset to be in. And it just leads to destruction through apathy. The greatest leadership lesson that I ever learned in life came from a study that was started by two phrases. One phrase was, nothing changes until something changes. And I looked at that phrase for a long time, and it made sense for a little while. Because sure, nothing changes until something changes. But there's a problem with that statement. The problem that I learned about that statement was when people say nothing changes until something changes, they're saying nothing changes until somebody else changes, until the government changes, until the sheriff's department changes, until the industry changes, until something else changes, or nothing, my marriage isn't going to get better until my wife changes. My family's not going to get better until my kids change. We're always looking for somebody else to change. And that somebody else is who I point the finger at. Now, there's another sentence, another statement that goes along with that says nothing changes if nothing changes. That is 100% correct. Because if nothing changes, it is what it is, which is a false statement. It only is what it is if we choose to do nothing. The real leadership lesson that I want you to learn from this today is that nothing changes until I change. Say that. Nothing changes until I change. If I want a better marriage, I can't expect my wife to change. I need to change first. If I want my kids to be more respectful and more obedient, I can't expect them to change. I need to change. I need to be the role model. I need to be the one who shows patience and grace and forgiveness and discipline in my own actions. If I want a team or a staff to respect me and do what I do as the leader, then I need to model that as well. I need to be the best leader that I can become. I might need to change in some of the areas where I'm weak at. If I want things to be better, I need to be the one that changes first. I have to take responsibility for my actions. Did you hear that? I have to take responsibility for my actions as a leader. I can't blame anybody else for the choices and the decisions that I made. I made them. Those actions, I did them. I need to take responsibility for them. And if they need to change, then I need to be the one who changes. As the AI future is rapidly advancing towards us, what are we doing to prepare? Or will you just wait and hope that someone else, somewhere, something changes and puts yourself in a better position? There's an author who I read a lot of. I don't necessarily agree with all of his predictions, but he's pretty spot on and very challenging for me to read. His name is Yuval Noah Harari. And he predicts in the next 10 to 20 years, there will be millions that he calls a useless class of people. Millions that will be useless, he says. Those who choose not to pay attention, those who choose to just live, it is what it is. Somebody else will do something. Somebody else will change. But for those who saw what was coming and prepared, maybe reskilled, learned something new, they were the lucky ones. Or maybe they were just the ones who, when preparation was there, when opportunity arose, they were the ones who prepared to take action. They were lucky because they saw what was coming, they prepared for it, and when the opportunity presented itself, they took it. And so as leaders, the whole idea of what we are trying to produce here at the Kingdom Academy is to create thought-provoking questions, challenges, and give you tools that will help you to become better at what you do. And the first thing that we have to work on is ourselves. We have to become better leaders. And so leadership development is first begins with leader development. Who are you? And what are you doing to make yourself the best leader that you can be? Nothing changes until I change. Let's be lucky. Let's work on ourselves. Let's prepare ourselves for when opportunity presents itself so that we can succeed. May you have a blessed day, and we'll see you next week for Kingdom Academy, The Awakening Insights.